Guys, you can win a fishing trip for a whole weekend with me and 2 of your buddies, and that prize is the value of 12,000 Rand. But before we get to that, I want to take you somewhere special and a place that is really important to me, and maybe that will give you a better understanding as why I'm doing this competition. So stay tuned and follow me. I believe everyone should have a special cause that they support, as well as to give back to the community. So today I'm here at Small Dreams Special Needs Educational Center. It's a good friend of mine, Tammy. You guys might have seen her in the Richtersveld with me. But let's go in and I'll tell you guys a little bit more. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Good and you?
Hello.
Hello.
It's Tammy.
Hello.
Okay. Gonna have a little chat quickly.
Cool.
Okay guys, I'm here at Small Dreams Special Needs Educational Center. Is that the right word?
That's right.
Okay, so I'm talking to Tammy. She's a really close friend of mine, and I've got all the respect in the world for this lady, because what she did is truly amazing. She left her job as a teacher at a well-known school in town to start this school, which is a passion, and that is to work with kids with special needs.
That's right.
Okay, so tell me, how long have you been running this school?
We started in 2018, January 2018 we started our school.
Tammy has started this whole school on her own with the backing of her husband. So like every organization, they need funds. The idea around this competition is to do a little raffle. So all the funds that we generate from this raffle will go directly to Small Dreams Educational Center.
Yeah.
And I really think it is a good cause. And guys, I'll really love it if you guys support me or support Tammy via supporting me, and then we can raise a couple of funds for the school. Guys, if you feel like donating anything to the school, it doesn't have to be money necessarily. We can generate, or we will generate money through the raffle tickets, but if you feel you want to give something extra to the school, have a chat with Tammy. Her email will be down in the description. She will give you the email address as well. And just find out from her what does the school, find out from Tammy. I'm laughing because it's easier to do formal things with people that you don't know.
Yeah.
Doing formal things with friends.
With this.
It's a different story. Usually we're sitting down around the fire and we're just talking nonsense. But where was I? What was it there? Okay, but anyway, Tammy will give the details or the email address, and she will tell you guys what does the school need. So I don't know, we've been running in circles here. But anyway, Tammy, what is that email address?
My email address is Tammy, Tammy, at small, small-dreams.co.za. And thank you so much in advance for everyone who's going to support, and also everyone who has supported up until now. We really, really appreciate it, and that school couldn't exist without people's help, like Xander and everyone that supported us. So yeah, thanks so much so far.
So that was quite a long email, so I'll put that email down in the description as well, so go and check it out in the description. So how the competition will work, I won't be able to respond to any of your guys' emails, because as this video is going out, I'm on a trip away out of signal. So please direct all of your emails for the raffle to Tammy, and she will respond to you guys and tell you exactly how it works and what the procedure is. But it runs from this moment that you guys are watching till the 1st of December. We said, okay, the 1st of December is the lucky draw, and it is 50 Rand an entry, and the prize is for the winner and 2 of his mates, and you can use the trip anything from 1 December to 1 December 2022. So you can use any weekend that suits you and obviously suits me. So it is valid for 1 year, and you guys can contact me or I'll contact the winner, and then we can set out a date when I'm available and you guys are available. Have a fun weekend and catch a couple of fish. Lekker.
Cool. Thank you.
That's it.
Cool.
Okay guys, let's do some fishing. The fishing and the weather has been really horrible lately, and I've been battling to make some proper videos for you guys. Drove around a lot in search of some fish to make some content for you guys, but wasn't really successful. Firstly, I'm going to take you guys along on a fishing trip or a fishing competition that we fished in Vleesbaai. That didn't go too well either. Brilliant conditions, but the fish just didn't play along. Then I decided to go and do some grunter fishing and fish for grunters on the Topwater, as a lot of you guys been asking for it. Didn't play along either. During the video I share some tips on fishing for grunters and what to look for and what gear to use. I hope you guys find something useful out of this video and something that you can use in the near future. Hope you guys enjoy. Morning guys. Before I tell you what we're up to today, have a look at this. What a beautiful sunrise it is this morning. I just want to grab this camera here. But anyway, we are fishing a club outing and like a winter league competition, and I thought I'll bring you guys with today. You guys can tag along and see what we're up to. It's not a really serious league competition, it's just a fun league outing. And yeah, the wind is howling. Southeast has been pumping since yesterday, so we're gonna go down the bricks or the rocks in Vleesbaai and catch a couple of smaller sharks, like a small monkey, maybe a hammerhead or two. That's the things that we're going to target. So I think there might be some bites because the southeast blew really lekker yesterday, blew throughout the night, and as you guys can hear and see, it is pumping this morning again. Swell looks good, everything looks good, just still early season, but yeah, there will be some fish, I'm sure of it. At least a couple of small bronzies, sure of that. But yeah, that sunrise is stunning. Yeah, see a broad sunray with as well, so you can catch a couple of fish too. But then yeah, let's get walking and then get fishing. What do I always say? Let's gooi. Klein haatjie. Dalk bietjie groter as ek gedink het. Gerap of iets. Ja. It's like a hound shark that is wrapped up It's the first bite of the morning. It's been really quiet this far, but the tide is really low, so we're hoping for the bites to come in with a push. But that'll put me on the scoreboard if I land this one. Just going down with the smalls. Tiny little thing. Small spotted gully. Oh, jy die pen vas. André, vat jy goed gedaan, bro. We do something really important here. Please notice how we measured the shark using the bait needle and the knife, making markings in the sand. Then we take the shark, put it in the pool so that it can stay wet, and we can take our time doing all the necessary measurements and filling out the cards. That keeps the shark alive and well for an easy and safe release. 1.3. Look up. Yeah. 1.3 is here. Hoe laat is het nou?
Daar.
Ga je teken eens op?
Dat wij gaan wegzwemmen.
Ja. Kijk, André zal je teruggooien.
Nou.
Kop eerste, wacht voor de brander, ga nog voor en toe. Kijk, ja, kop eerste. Kijk, mooi, dank je. That's right, Angie. Shark. Rarig. Dit is nie ideaal nie. Ja, nog een mijl. Die spot hier is nog een mijl. 137. Ja. So, 137 mile. Oh no, hoi. Dit is te reën. Okay, cool. Thanks, Eckhart. The tide started to fill up fast, and the conditions looked even more promising, but the fish didn't think so. So we made a couple of throws, talked some nonsense, and headed home. But join me on my little failed Grunter mission. Hopefully you guys can learn a little something there and add a little value to your angling. It's been really quiet this morning. Only the 2 bites between all of us. I don't know what's up with the fish. Good morning, guys. I've got my light this morning. As you guys can see, it's still really early, but you can barely see me there on the screen. But plan this morning is to go with the light tackle and see if you can't catch a grunter early morning on a topwater lure. And I think we hit the tide just right because it just started to drop, and the dropping tide is always good on the banks for the grunters on the topwater. You can just drift your bait slowly down with the current and give it a twitch every now and then, and hopefully go fast. I haven't seen any tails, but yeah, it's still early, still enough water, so let's see what happens. Guys, I think I'm going to take a little break before I throw again, because my hands freezing cold, like really, it's really cold, chilly this morning. Breeze coming down the river, it's really icy, and the water is fairly cold. That might be why the grunters are so shy this morning, because I haven't seen any tail. But I just want to quickly give you an idea and the tackle setup that I'm using. It's nothing complicated, really easy setup. The reel that I'm using is a Sustain 2500. I'm using an Infinity 7'2". That is the medium light action. On here I have 12-pound JDB Ultra Tech, really thin, smooth braid, throws the lighter lures really nice. Then I have about I don't know, 1.3 or 1.2 to 1.3 meters of mono that I've tied with an FG knot. Don't know if you guys will see it there in the camera, but yeah, it's just tied on with an FG, and I'm using, I think it is a 0.38 or 34 millimeters of diameter or thickness of mono. And I'm using Maxima Ultra Green. I'm not too keen to fish fluorocarbon when I'm fishing for grunters on top waters, because the fluorocarbon sinks, and you're fishing really slow, that might have a little effect on the lure that you're using. So that's why I like to use Maxima Ultra Green. I'm not concerned in any way that the fish will see the line or it'll have an effect on the bite. The water is mainly, most of the times when you fish for grunters, the water is off color and it has that light Coca-Cola color because the river is coming down slightly. So I'm not concerned about using a line like fluorocarbon that the fish won't be able to see, because they're not going to see it in any way. And then onto that I have a small lure clip, as you guys can see there. It's a really tiny lure clip, basically invisible, really light, so it's not going to affect the action of the lure. And that's just if I want to change color or change lure. It's just a quick clip on and then clip on off again. I clip off and then clip on again. Two reasons why I do that. Firstly, it is fast, it is quick. Secondly, every time that I need to tie a new lure on using a knot, I'm making that leader of mine shorter and shorter and shorter, and eventually after tying a couple of lures I need to replace my leader. So that's why I use the lure clip, just a small lure clip. It's not going to affect the amount of bites that you get, also not going to affect the action of the lure. Any stick bait type of topwater lure works really well for grunters. between a 7 to 9 centimeter is the size of the lure that you want. I'm predominantly, I think this is a 9 centimeter. The 9 centimeter is my preferred size, and this is a Rapala X Walk. Unfortunately, you cannot find these anymore, so if you see them in a shop, buy them and buy them all. Send me an email and I'll buy them from you. But yeah, you can't find them anymore. But anything similar works really well. I know the Z Killer, Grunter, Z Killer, whatever they call it, that works. There's a couple of the storm lures that works, and yeah, there's just a variety of lures that you can use. So have a look at something similar to this, so you guys can see it clearly. There it is, and I love the olive color. Color is not really that important, but the olive to me is basically my favorite. I just have a lot of confidence in it. I think that's why I fish it most of the times. But just keep it simple, natural colors, white, olive, greenish, brownish colors. A color that really works well is a pink. Pink works really well too. Have a look at the Rapala Skitter V if you cannot find anything similar to this. The Rapala Skitter V is also a really great lure for the Grunter. The only thing about the Skitter V is that you have to fish it really slow. It almost has too much of an action, and I think it creates a little bit of too much noise. I like to use the Skitter V when there's a little bit more chop in the water and I want my lure to create a little bit more noise and a little bit more action to attract the fish. So that's why I like to use the Skitter V. But in flat, calm conditions like we have this morning, I like to use something that has a smooth action through the water and giving it light twitches every now and then and having long pauses in between. Basically, you can almost pause it up to a minute, but I like to pause it about 10 seconds to 30 seconds and then give it a couple of twitches again, keeping my eye on the lure all the time. Early morning like I had this morning was really difficult to keep my eye on the lure, but then I focused on keeping in contact with my lure rather to keep my eye on the lure so that I can feel the lure and I can feel the action of the lure. And a lot of the times when it was high tide and the tide is dropping, the water, the high tide picked up some of the grass and the debris on the edges of the riverbank, and then as the tide goes down, it takes it down with the current, and you might get snagged onto that with your lure, and that affects the action of your lure. So just pay attention that you're not dragging a little piece of grass or anything with your lure. But yeah, I'm going to take a little break and heat my hands up because it's cold and I haven't seen any Grunters tail. That's a little bit of a concern. I've seen one swim past me, just with his back out of the water, and yeah, I thought it was going to tail close by or somewhere on the bank, but it didn't. Threw a lure at it, just drift past it, didn't show any interest. But yeah, now that I'm clipping my lure on, I'm using these assist hooks. The reason for that is a lot of the times the Grunters will come up and they'll suck the lure in, and you'll miss them with the treble. You can use 2 small split rings with a smaller treble here as well, but the 2 assist hooks works really well, especially if there's a slow current going. And sorry guys, I'm just constantly checking if I don't see any Grunters. But you can find these on the Still Fishing website. These are the BKK assist hook, and I think it is the medium size. You guys can purchase them there. I'll put a link down in the description. There's also the Trident from the Trident assist hooks from Fishman. You guys can give that a go as well. Every now and then I make my own, but not that I'm lazy nowadays, but I don't have a lot of time, so it's usually just easier for me to grab 1 or 2 packets of Still Fishing and then put them onto my lure and use it. So yeah, if you guys are looking for assist hooks, Still Fishing has them in stock. You can purchase them through their online store, and I will put that link into the description, and you can just click on it and search for the assist hooks and get you a couple of packets. But it's chillos. just nothing happening. So I think we should go and find a new spot and see if we can't catch a grunter in a different spot, because they're definitely not here. There's no tails, no action, nothing is going on. Before the tide gets too low, I think we need to head off to a new spot, find a spotted prawn snorter, because this ain't happening. Well, I don't know, guys. I'm really frustrated and irritated with the fish and the conditions at the moment. It's like I'm giving my best. I'm giving it all. Really early mornings, a lot of traveling, and just nothing plays along. Nothing. Sure. But maybe that's why we fish. And this is what keeps us coming back for more. But at this stage I feel like I don't want to come back for more, because because it's so dead. I'm so itching to catch a good fish and just to have a good session, but it's not happening. But yeah, next week I am in Yeningnes Bay, or as you guys are watching this video, I am in Yeningnes Bay, and hopefully there's a couple of fish around that we can catch and that I can show you guys. But I feel like fishing for a cob. I want to fish for a cob. Last year this time I've caught multiple good cob, over 20 kilos, and this season I've only made like 1 or 2 throws for a cob. And that's because of 2 reasons. Firstly, my time is really limited. I don't have much time to do anything nowadays. Battle to find the time to go and fish. And secondly, the conditions have been crap, like nonsense, like unfishable. The guys in EP or the PE area, they're clapping the cob at the moment, but they've got long beaches, stretches of surf that they can fish, and much better conditions that we've had. We've had big seas, cold seas, horrible formation, just nothing to fish. I know of one cob that came out a couple of weeks ago, and that's it, and nothing major. But yeah, you guys know the story. I will persist, I will give it my best, and I will bring you some fish, I promise you. You know, just have to live with it at the moment. And yeah, like a tired, guys. I'm up every morning 4 o'clock, and yeah, it's getting to me. If I don't get up at 4, I don't get nearly through my day. So I need to get up at 4. Most of the times I edit or just try and respond to some of my mails, which I'm really bad at. I know you guys must be frustrated with me, but there's some lack of things happening at the moment with Zuluk, and yeah, you guys should keep an eye on the channel, especially on the merchandise side. I've been quiet about the merch, but there's a lot of things happening at the moment on the merchandise side. But keep your eye on the channel for when I announce what's going on and what's going to happen, so that you guys will know and you don't want to miss it. I promise you, it's going to be some lekker stuff. But anyway, guys, that's it from my side. No, you guys won't see a video next week because I'm in Yeningnes Bay. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, from Yeningnes Bay I'm back home one day just for my birthday, and then the next day I'm off to Jeffreys Bay for the Gascolder tournament. So yeah, my kids and wife and family is not going to see me for a while. I'm basically going to be away from home for 2 weeks, or I'm away for a week, back home for a day, and then off the next day for another week. So there's no time to film any new footage or to edit new footage. Not that I have footage at the moment to edit, but hopefully by the time that you guys are watching this video, I have enough footage, because we caught a couple of fish in Yenninger's Bay. But anyway guys, I'll see you guys in hopefully 2 weeks time, same place, 6:30 every Wednesday night, except next week. The week after I'm back. So you want to see what we caught in Yenninger's Bay and see what the summer holds in. Hopefully this changes, but if you want to see all of that, hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, please like it. It helps for the algorithm. If you don't like it, please don't dislike it, just don't like it. But anyway, I'm out. Cheers guys, please subscribe. Cheers, bye.